Dear brothers and sisters of atonement, we are about to begin the most sacred 3 days in the Christian calendar. But before we begin to make this trek once again, I would like for us to take a moment to reflect upon the journey we have made through Lent. For almost a month now, you have been separated from the body and blood, soul and divinity of our Lord Jesus Christ in the sacrament. I feel your pain. Even though I may not be able to understand it fully, I feel your pain. And I also want you to understand that I too feel pain. Feel the pain of being separated from you at these Masses. It is a humbling experience to be a priest. Who am I that God should choose me to this office and configure me to himself? Who am I to serve God's faithful people? Since these restrictions have been in place, only the priest has been able to receive the Eucharist at Mass, and that too is very humbling, because I carry each of you in my heart and in my mind as I receive. The sacrifice of the Mass goes on, and the graces of God continue to flow to you, even in your absence. Today, as I said, we're about to begin these most sacred 3 days. 3 days of which we should understand as being one unit. In other words, we can't separate tonight from Sunday, nor should we. Of course, Easter Sunday is the day of the resurrection, and Friday, of course, is the day of our Lord's passion and death. But tonight is the night that Jesus institutes the priesthood and the Eucharist. The mystery of our salvation is wrought in these 3 days. And they begin on Thursday night with the institution of the priesthood and the Eucharist, which are necessary for salvation. So as we begin to move into the close of this Lenten journey and Holy Week, let us refocus again to Jesus. For in giving himself for us men and for our salvation, it begins on Thursday, tonight, with him instituting the priesthood and the sacrament of his body and blood. And they find their meaning in the events that are to take place on Good Friday and the resurrection. It is my hope that you will participate in these live-streamed liturgies over the next 3 days and being drawn deeper into the mystery of the love of God. May you have a very, very blessed Holy Week and Easter.